And welcome to Paranormal XL Podcast. And you did make that face.
I made a different face.
Hey, let's welcome the Feems back to the show because she's always welcome here as much as she wants because we all love and adore her and support her.
And I love being here the most.
It's so great. And then, like, in 2 weeks, she'll be even closer than just like here on the computer. So, like, that's like way awesome. And I cannot wait.
I can't wait to tell everybody about it.
So should we just jump into that real quick and then see
hop right in.
where it takes us? All right, then. So, of course, Michigan Paracon, as you all know, like I'm a huge fan of that Paracon, especially. It's one of the biggest ones that they have. It's in Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. So it's way up north in the UP, but it's so amazing because it's like secluded kind of versus like downtown, like Detroit or something like that. You know what I mean? So like alone from being like up there and like the nature, but there's so much paranormal things you can go see up there. Like it's just amazing. So, and for you, for the first time going to a Paracon, this one is, I'm so excited for you. And it's such an honor to be able to go there with you. Like, we're going to tear it up.
So I've been, the only Paracon I've ever been to was a smaller one in Salem, Mass. It was called Salem Con. And I went as, I was kind of working because one of the haunted, or they did like ghost hunts or whatever. And the haunted locations that they were using were the shops that I worked out of. So I stayed to like supervise, but I got invited to go to like the VIP party and the conferences and stuff. So I got to see the speakers. I got to meet everybody. So it was really cool. That's my only experience with a convention like this, I think, ever. So now it's going to be a little bit different. And I'm so excited that you're going to be there with me. But we're going to be at a table promoting Scared and Alone. So I'm very, very, very excited. I don't even know how to feel about it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to meet everybody, but also I'm so excited to have people come, hopefully want to meet me and you. And it'll be a different experience for sure. And I'm honored that it's going to happen at Michigan Paracon because I've heard such amazing things about it.
It's so weird. Okay, so let's go back in time. Let's get in our time machine real quick, okay? Let's go back 3 years. Almost
3
like
years.
to the day almost.
Yeah.
And there we were just chatting, not knowing where we'd be. All of the amazing things that's happened in between that night doing that interview and then like right now doing this interview.
I know.
Like,
it's insane. I remember that was the first time I was ever on the show, and I had never talked to you or met you before, but leading up to that interview, I was listening to your old episodes, trying to just get a sense of like, how the show went and, who you were. And I literally said, I have proof of this. I said, I'm going to be her best friend. We are the same, and I'm going to be her best friend.
And here we are. And then a couple months later, I get this serial killer coloring book in the mail because I love that story. I still have it. I should bring that when we're on our escapade this time.
I think I have the same one. So I should bring mine.
Yes. You'll find us at the table with coloring.
Yep.
Coloring, yes, coloring. Yes, I'd like to think back to that and everything in between, like even doing like the True Crime XL and stuff like that. We've both grown immensely since this. Personally and with our shows. You got your show, which has been phenomenal. We've been following you along on the podcast with it. And you have such a huge fan base, I know personally, in Michigan. And you want to know why? Because I'm like, you're going to watch this right now. Like, that's what's happening. And it's great. And I'm excited that you're going to be here. Like, you were here a few months back, but it was for like 23 hours and holy rush. Didn't get to see.
But like, nothing. Right. And holy 23 hours though. Like we packed a lot into that. And that was when we came to do the episode for Scared and Alone at the Stimson Hospital, which was insane. One of the craziest episodes I think we've done. And it was so cool. Like normally I go, so for anyone that hasn't watched the show, it's a live streamed, it's a live streamed paranormal investigation. And the premise is that a person is sent into one of these haunted locations, usually me, called ghost bait. So I go in completely alone and investigate, and I have a panel of amazing para celebrities who guide me along. We have it's hosted by Dean Hagland, who is on the X Files as the lone gunman. I love him. He's so funny.
Yes.
And usually we have David L. Sloan, who is the doll tender for Robert the Doll. He is also my favorite because he puts me into precarious situations, and I somewhat think tries to spiritually kill me.
That's the only reason I watch.
I'm teasing, but like he puts the Courtney's gonna be the ghost bait into ghost bait. So
He puts the scared and scared alone.
yeah. But he also does amazing amounts of research and is has been there was an episode that I did that we did in Poughkeepsie at the Little Witch House, and I had an experience beforehand. I'm getting off track. I'm sorry, but I had an experience beforehand when I went for the tour where I encountered something in the garage that left with me. So I had left the property to go back to the hotel, and I was going to go back that night to do the episode. And because I usually go into these episodes blind because I don't want too much of the history or research to affect how I investigate. And I know that I know that someone, that we have these amazing people between, David L. Sloan and the viewers and, our producers, Christine and Rob, who will, do all this amazing research and know all these things that like I don't need to know. Like they'll give me the information I need, and they know how I like to investigate. But after this, I had this encounter with something that did not feel good, and I called David, and I was like, I know you know more than me about this, so this is what I experienced. What am I dealing with? And he was able to talk me through it, and then we had some weird experiences on the episode that night that sort of seemed to surround the fact that David and I had communicated about this before the show, which is pretty cool. So off track, sorry, but then we have the amazing Richard Lale Lillard, the gentleman psychic, our very own spectral
Such
Bob
a gem.
Ross, as we call him. Protect him at all costs. We love him.
Yes, we do.
I have the fact that he can do what he does in 2 hours blows my mind. Because he live paints or draws the spirits that he encounters that he's psychically tuning into at each episode. That's insane enough, but I'm blessed enough to I own one of his paintings. I own one of a set of his drawings, and I co-own another one of his paintings that were all done during the show. And
Did you say co-own?
Yes. I'll explain that in a minute.
Okay.
But to witness these in person, the one that I have from the episode at Middleborough Town Hall, there was a young girl entity that we had encountered. And when I opened this painting and I looked at it, I was like, it took my breath away, because looking at her in the painting, I could feel her the same way that I could feel her when I was there. And I don't know how he captures that. It's magic, but it's in
that is
everyone.
what he is full of.
Yeah,
it's
he's
just
amazing.
You can look at him, listen to him, close your eyes, and just listen to him talk. It's just magic. I love him.
I love him too.
We will get to some sort of con that he's at.
We have to. I need to meet him in real life,
and then we'll fangirl over him
hugely. And then we have Haley Michelle, who is the Paranormal Princess on TikTok. She's got a collection of haunted dolls that she tortures me with. She is sometimes our ghost bait as well. She's doing an episode this upcoming season 2. And she gets a lot of she's very intuitive and has mediumistic abilities, so she tunes into a lot of the stuff that's going on, much to my sheer terror, because she just zones right in on some stuff, and I don't need to know until I leave. But yeah, and then we have awesome special guests who come on. We have Todd Bonner from Detroit Paranormal, and Patty Negri, the Good Witch. Love her. Yep. She's amazing.
Who doesn't love a good witch? I'm just saying.
She is. So I was on her podcast recently. That hasn't come out yet, but I did an interview with her, and that was the first time that I mean, she was on the show with me when I was at Miss Fanny's. But this
Okay.
was the first time that I really communicated with her sort of one-on-one.
Hmm.
And she's just such a beautiful person, and I love her immensely. And we're gonna meet her at
Yes.
Paracon. I'm very excited. Yeah, and then we have Tammy from Hollywood Paranormal, who
Hmm.
comes sometimes too. And she's just such first of all, she's an amazing paranormal investigator, but when she's on, I find that when I'm investigating, she's so grounding for me. And she's very like, she seems to experience a lot of the same things that I do, like feeling
Hmm.
wise. So she picks up on that. So that's very validating for me to have someone else who
She's
matches my
got a
energy.
she's got a special glow about her.
She really does. Yeah, she
Uh-huh.
does.
I
Um,
enjoy watching her on the show.
and I'm sorry, I feel like I glossed over Todd. Todd's great. He brings on his I was just like, yeah, Todd, whatever, bye. No. Todd's
Bye.
awesome. He brings
Mhm.
his spirit boxes on and we use those. And I'll never forget Wilson Castle, where I was sitting in the room and it told me to get out or die. And that was
Yeah,
so exciting.
I
Love
know. I was
that.
waiting to text you after the show. I was like, "Oh my god, are you alive? Are you alive? Oh my god!"
Barely. Barely.
Yes, they actually. Rob and Christine did a great job putting the whole panel together. That's
Hmm.
like when I talk about the show, because of course I do. Um, that's one of the main things like I emphasize on is it's as a whole. Like you need to watch it as a whole, and what's the term I'm looking for? The chemistry you guys all have together, whether you don't have to be all on at the same time, but even the ones that come on every so often, they just like it's like watching that they've been there like every episode with you, or
Yeah.
it's
And that happened completely by accident because I first of all, it was not even supposed to be me, I don't think, but it was for world's largest ghost hunting day, National Ghost
Mhm.
Hunting Day. We participated in the world's largest ghost hunt, and because of my connection with the Proctor House and Barbara, who is one of the owners of the Proctor House, they had reached out to her to ask if they could do some kind of live stream from the Proctor House for the world's largest ghost hunt. And she did not want to, she's loves that part of the house, but she's,
Yeah,
doesn't want
I
to
get
paranormal
it.
investigate.
Of
But
course
she
you
was
don't.
like, yeah, she was like, I don't, you can absolutely use the house. I don't want to be that person, but Courtney will be that person. And then we just, it was crazy. I was down, excuse me, in the basement of the Proctor House alone in the dark. And um, Barbara was upstairs, but so that time I wasn't fully alone, but I was down there in the dark and it was me, Dean, Richard Lale, Haley, and David. And it just happened. Like I was
But
freaking out because before I went on, they were like, "Oh, here's who's going to be on with you," and I was like, "I follow Haley on TikTok. Like I know all about Robert the Doll, all this stuff. I've seen Richard Lale on Ghost Adventures. A Dean from the X Files. Are you joking? Like what?" And
right,
I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to function. You're going to drop that on me, and then the camera turned on, and it was just like I was ghost hunting with my friends, and it was like completely normal and very cool. And afterwards, everyone said to us like that chemistry was so amazing.
hmm
You know, how about we just let's do this? And I'm
let's
so
run with
glad we
it.
did.
Yeah,
So that's
absolutely.
awesome.
It's been like a whirlwind. I know that because I know it's hard to even keep up with like the demand for the show and then trying to get these locations and make sure
Hmm.
everybody can do it at that time and getting the okays, and because a lot of behind the scenes stuff happens, and Rob
Yeah,
and
and we
Christine
have
are the ones that link this up for everybody.
yeah, hands down the world's best producers in the world. I
Oh,
think, in my
absolutely,
opinion,
very sweet people.
I love them so much.
You want to know what I love about
What do
them?
you love?
I love that everything that they've done for you, because being able
Well,
to watch you grow into this and then like really help you and pump you up and feel good about doing it and getting that confidence is amazing.
and the thing is, like, this was like my dream, like my most
I know.
unattainable, ridiculous, this will never happen dream.
Yeah, we've talked
And
about that.
I know, and I'm living it, and it's so weird. And I
Mhm.
have them to thank for it, and I tell them all the time that how much I
Good.
love them and how they literally have made my dream come true.
An
And
official shout out to them then. right now. We love you.
We love Rob and Christine. But yeah, it's absolutely amazing. They're so supportive of everything. They ask for our input. They and not just like it's also not just us on the show, and I think this is what sets the show apart from other things. Like when you log on to Discovery Plus, which is one of my favorites, and you watch all of the ghost shows, you're sitting on your couch, you're screaming at the television, oh my god, turn around, oh my god, whatever. They can't hear you, but on Scared and Alone we can hear you, because the the other panel member that is part of the show, a huge part of the show, is the audience. You can chat along on whatever platform you're watching. You can comment, and those comments get pulled through to the production team, who puts a handful of them up on the screen, or the panelists. While I can't see it while I'm investigating because my screen is too small, but the panelists who have it up on their computers, they can read the whole string of comments, and so they'll take what people are saying. If someone's like, oh, like that, they guide the investigation, or turn around, or go look back at that thing, or oh my god,
There's
I feel
something
something
coming after you. Yes, Courtney, watch out.
Right. And
Yes.
we have such amazing fans that watch the show regularly, you of course included. But there's some amazing fans that have psychic gifts, mediumistic gifts, who tune in and not just tune into the show, but tune in spiritually to the locations and help provide us with a lot of information. And I think I like to compare it to, like, this is silly, but have you ever played The Sims?
No. Yes.
This is like ghost hunting Sims, and I'm the
Yes.
ghost hunter Sim, and everybody
Absolutely.
can move me around and tell me what to do. But it's not just a show. It's interactive, and we hear you and we see you and we love the comments, and you're the audience, the viewers are just as much a part of the show as we all are, and that's what I think sets us apart and what I love so much about it.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Everybody gets to be heard on their couch yelling at the TV.
Yeah.
Watch out, watch out.
No, seriously.
I love it. I love everything about it, and watching the show itself grow as a whole. Besides, I love being able to watch you grow into what you're doing, and you're still blooming into all this, and amazing things are going to happen for you. It's just, I will flip this table, but it's holding like my microphone and stuff, so we're not going to, but watching that all unfold from the sidelines is amazing. And being as close as what you and I are, as far apart as we are, it warms me. See, now I'm gonna get all sentimental. It's been a sad day anyway.
I need a sentimental man or woman to help me.
Yeah.
I watched it.
I'm like, oh god, we're gonna do. Is this what we're doing? Okay.
It's happening. Yeah, it's actually happening.
I pushed the table back. We're like, anyway. So, like, what is it? 2 weeks?
2.5, I think.
Okay,
I don't know.
I forget it's only
the airline. The airline sent me a message today saying it's only X amount of days, 17 days, 16 days until your flight. So
let's talk about how that all unfolded real quick. So
this
was discussed in Michigan Paracon a few months back, and it was kind of like, trying to get everybody, and we happened to call each other because that's what we do from time to time. And then, like, within 20 minutes, we had you on a plane. Yeah, yep. I'm booking a hotel. We're calling Rob and Christine. This is happening. What do you need us to do? And I remember at the end of the day, I'm just like, wait, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, I don't think it's set in for me, especially because, like, looking at the Michigan Paracon has been a thing that I've wanted to go see for a while, but it didn't click for me. It didn't click for me that it was happening, for one, but also that I was going not just as a spectator, but that I was going to be sitting at a table like that. I don't think still has clicked.
And promoting your show.
Right. Like, and I'm so passionate about my show, about our show. I love our show. And, it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. It's insane that this is happening. And so I'm hoping by talking today, with you about it, that we get the word out that, we're going to be there. And that people will come and see us and find us and take pictures with us and hype up the show.
Have fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I think we're gonna be, if we're still agreeing on that, because I have a couple extra Scared and Alone shirts, because why wouldn't somebody have that? We're gonna raffle one off. So to stop by,
Yeah,
we'll get you a raffle ticket. And
we're
I'm
gonna
just
figure that out.
throwing this out there because I love to give shit away, because that's just who I am as a person. We may add some like equipment and stuff in with that too. We'll make it fun. But stop by. See, if you see us, believe me, you're gonna see us. I love to be extra at the conventions anyway. However, I'm doing it a little different. Instead of the black and red get-ups that I usually wear, it's going to be black and green. And me and Courtney are gonna match. Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna wear my show gear. Actually,
Oh,
the
you know
shirt
what'd
that
be
I have
fun
on.
is if you had an extra arm that like went through the screen and pointed up there for my arm. Your feet. You want me to put my leg up?
Oh,
I
wait,
love
wait,
that.
wait. I do. Isn't
Of course you
that
do.
humorous?
I love that. That wasn't
Mhm.
even like in script. She just
We
did
didn't talk
that.
about that. Yeah.
Love it. Definitely come see us. I think I'm just so excited for you. Okay, so obviously I've been to the Michigan Paracon. I love going to the Paracons. Michigan Paracon obviously is number one. The one at the Ohio State Reformatory, definitely. It's a hard one. Like they're kind of even, because that one is like BA, and you definitely got to go to that one.
Well, I'll
And
add
not
to the
even
list.
because of like the people, but like the location, and we get to
Yeah,
spend
I want to
time
see it.
there.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. You need more time than what you actually get there, especially if you're on the other side of the table. So that's what I was going to say. Being as a spectator, when I go to Michigan Paracon, because it is so large, and I'm a crazy person and I have to fangirl out, I've always been a spectator at that one. And I'm super excited to be there alongside with you, my best friend. Just doing everything. So I'm just shooting it. and we both get to promote ourselves and meet everybody. That's the biggest thing. It is being able to connect with these people. So you're going to be able to connect with a lot of these people that have messaged through the show and have tapped into your energy, and you're going to be like, oh my God, you're probably even going to read into some of that. Like, it's going to be amazing.
If I get to meet one person that has watched our show, other than you, because I know you watch it all the time, but I'm going to be there with you. But if I get to meet one person that has been in our comments on the show, I will fangirl over that. Honestly, that's what I would be most excited about.
Lori.
I'm going to fangirl over Lori.
I hope you do, because she follows. She's so supportive. And
I'm going to hug her.
Like,
I'll put on a mask if she wants me to, but then I'm going to aggressively hug her.
So like, here's Michigan. Yeah. So here's Michigan. Okay. We live like down here, me and Lori. Sault Ste. Marie's. Okay. So I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm all backwards or whatever. Okay. So here's the UP. We're like going to be way up here. So it's like a 6-hour drive for us from our homes. She's driving up just to meet you.
Oh my God.
She meets me all the time, but she gets to meet you, and the amount of support that she gives, and that's even just one person. Like, that's what I always say, even like when I go for the podcast, is I'm like, wow, even if one person comes to the table and it's like, you know what, thank you for what you do, and they do, and then you cry, and then because you're just oh my God.
I never wear makeup anymore, and I was thinking maybe I would jazz it up a little bit for pictures or whatever, and I don't think I can, because if one person, including Lori, approaches me, I will cry.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well,
and I know it'll happen, but I will be so excited that I will lose my mind.
But egos aside, because some people are like, oh, that's egotistical, blah, blah, blah. You know, if they listen to this.
No,
like
it's appreciation.
But
it's appreciation. Honestly, because if people spend their time, that's what they choose to do, is to watch our show. Yes, mm-hmm. I love our show. I think it's amazing.
Me too.
I am super passionate about it. But if someone else other than me, like, I could spend all day watching it, but if someone else chooses to spend their time watching and supporting our show, that's huge. That's huge to me, and I want to appreciate them. Like, that
absolutely. Because like you said previously, they are part of the show. So why wouldn't you turn that appreciation around. And that's exactly what you got to do. And
I didn't mean to
my
interrupt
heart's
you. I
just
just got aggressive.
I just got so aggressive. My heart is just so happy for you and everything you're going to be able to experience this time around in Michigan. Like, I love it so much. And also, this just dawned on me.
Mhm.
We're going to have like our normal friend conversation here. So you've been out here twice. This is going to make twice. So that I have to come out again.
We're on even.
Oh, darn. Oh, darn it.
You just get in my suitcase when I come back.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my gosh. I everything about that's going to be awesome. So we got the Michigan Paracons through St. Marie, Michigan we're going to be there the 26th and 27th. Those are the two main days that like they have the events and stuff going on. The speakers, they got just a slew of amazing paranormal speakers, celebrities up there. The one year I went, we were able, fun fact.
More than some wish to be exposed to. And those people should be forewarned.
Get out.
What?
Die. It said die. Get out. Die.
Oh my god. Oh my
And
god.
it's like the same voice too.
It is the same voice. It is the same tone.
Maybe you should get out of that room because he was lighting up and it said get out or die. I don't know.
Get out or die.
Get
Oh,
out
I
or
heard.
die. Okay.
Oh. Okay, what happened, Courtney? You scared the crap out of me.
I don't know. There was something flying.
What do you mean flying? A bat?
Whoever's here and interacting with me, are you trying to bring me up to the second floor?
Look at it move.
Listen, I can see it on this, but it's not really doing it in person.
What, I'm imagining that? I'm also hearing some sort of voice.
At night, when they open back up in the morning, that doll was in a different part of the store.
Go red.
Oh,
Go red.
no.
It's, oh geez, there's the car moving around.
Why is it moving by itself?
People are smelling embalming fluid.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody's saying you're not safe.
Yeah. David, how do you feel? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I mean, I'm really concerned. This is weird. People are picking up on a tunnel below there. Here's the wild
Tunnel. There's
Salem is known for its tunnels.
I can hear it.
Ask them if they're ready to go to war.
Oh, wow.
Somebody's getting, where are all
And when
my
I laugh,
things?
it goes off.
Things are not mine. My house. They said there's something going on with that clown. The people are still seeing stuff with the eyes on the clown.
Does she?
Oh, is this the motion controlled doll?
Are you
There it
the
is
female
again, right?
prisoner?
I saw someone run from that area. Oh my gosh, why did you do that?
Courtney, you need to be warned. Somebody says that they see someone following you around there and touching you on the shoulder.
I've heard what she's hearing, and it catches you, and it's a little bit, it's scary. It's scary.
We're back. Where were we?
I know, where were we? Sorry that I interrupted.
What the? And this is our friendship in a nutshell.
So sorry, I had to take a work call.
The Scare Little Michigan Paracons to St. Marie, August 26th and 27th.
Yeah, we're gonna be there because my flight comes in too late for us to get there because I'm flying in. You're picking me up. We have like a 4-hour drive, so we're gonna get there too late on Thursday to do anything except maybe like if they're still
Go check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, like That's
But
it.
I don't think, like I said, I don't think there's a whole lot going on that day. I think Friday and Saturday is the day that you come for vendors and the pair of celebrities.
But like maybe like, you know, we won't be appearing to do anything. We're gonna, you know, if we make it on Thursday, it will be to check out like where we're supposed to be.
And we'll be incognito.
Yeah, I will be wearing like a mask.
Mask.
I'm not talking like a face mask. I'm talking like a
full body mask. That's
right.
what she's going to be wearing.
Because I just a ninja, because I will be fresh off the plane in a 4-hour drive, and if I look one person in the eye at the the Paracon can't start for me until Friday.
Thursday.
So
yeah, Friday.
No. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't even know what today is.
That's fine. Me neither. But yeah, so we'll be there all day Friday, all day Saturday.
Oh yeah, so excited about that.
Can't wait.
There's so many other little details that I have to go figure out, so I can make sure we're at where we're supposed to be at, when we're supposed to be. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Because I've made myself your manager, apparently, because that's what's happening.
You've got the job.
And but I just want to make sure that you have like the best experience ever there, especially with it being your first. And again, you're in Michigan for 2 full days and 2 half days, so we'll say 3 days. But so much going on, and I it needs to happen like right now because I'm so excited. Yes.
It's
but I'm
almost
thinking
right now.
You need to stay the whole week because Festival of Oddities is the following week, and me and Mama Mary will actually be there together.
Do
for
not
that,
tempt
and
me. Don't.
And I know that those are your favorites.
They're literally my favorites. The problem with that and why I cannot do that is that I believe the next weekend after that is the next episode of Scared and Alone.
All right, whatever.
So sorry,
whatever.
but if
we
you
can
could,
video chat and I'll walk.
I was just gonna
with
say if you could bring me virtually, I would greatly appreciate
absolutely.
it.
I snuck away a little bit last year, so
yeah, I'll give you my credit card and you can just go ham. I'll tell you what I want. It'll be like a supermarket sweep, but with bones and taxidermy. And
we'll be like, yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great.
I need a Michigan theme. That's what I need.
Here, I'll give you mine. Kidding. Not kidding. I don't know. Maybe one day. These bones are getting old, so they're not going to keep going very long.
Same.
So we totally did go into like one of our normal conversations, like we're talking as friends. Fun. That is true. That is true. So we're talking about all this other chemistry. So I would like to just throw out there, we have amazing chemistry.
Obviously.
And for not meeting for so long and having the True Crime podcast that we did, that was so much fun.
Like so much fun.
So much work because paranormal is fun and also a lot of work because I try to hit a lot of the history stuff, as you know. But you can kind of be like objective on it, where you can be on the fence or whatever. With the true crime stuff, you had to be like dead on.
What ended up happening, I feel like we had so much fun with all of our episodes because we did like serious ones where we covered different criminals and whatever and serial killers. And then we did the ludicrous lawbreakers, which were just, we would surprise each other and compile a list of
my favorite.
It's so much fun. But it was so much fun to do that like blind. Like I would have my list of articles, you would have yours, and we would read them to each other and then react, and the chemistry for those were insane.
There wasn't a lot of prep for that.
Right. I had like 90, I still have it, a folder of like 90 pages of articles. But then one of the big ones we were prepping for was Ted Bundy, and we were trying to come at it from a different angle because that was when like the movies on Netflix were coming out, the documentaries and stuff. So we were trying to come at it from a different angle, and I got so deep into that like mentally it was affecting me mentally. Like
I lost her.
Yeah, it was just like I had a full, like, you know those 5-star notebooks?
Yeah.
Like the 5 subject ones?
It's easy to do.
With Ted Bundy. And then I was buying books and highlighting things. There was so much highlighting. I literally like went through the what was it? The Ted Bundy tapes on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
And anytime he said words, I wrote them down. So I wrote them down. It was crazy. I was just so deep into it, and not necessarily like, in a bad way, just in a way that it was like becoming an obsession.
Well, he's intriguing because there's like 100 million different people up here.
Right.
For him.
And I could have done 18,000 hours of a podcast on him, and trying to take that I had blown up into this huge thing and pare it down. Like it was like driving me insane. And then, you know, of course, COVID hit, and, you know, it was one thing after another, and we just didn't have the time to deal with it anymore.
And here we are. However, we do obviously still talk about it because we had great times doing it. That's when I had the studio down in the basement, and that was so much fun. We talk for hours beforehand and then be like, oh my God, we should be recording this, because we would talk like it was a conversation. Like we knew Ted Bundy and we hung out with him, and we were talking about, you know, the night before when we were all together, and it would just go on for an hours long conversation, whoever we were covering or trying to cover. It does become obsessive.
But then, like, the minute the record button hits, we were like, oh my God, because it's so honestly though, like it's different with the paranormal because everyone has a different take on the paranormal. And yes, there's the history like that goes along with it, and that's great. But
yeah,
when we talk about paranormal, you and I, we talk about our own experiences. So it's easy to get that right. But when you're talking about true crime and serial killers, not only is there so many facts that you have to get right, it's the responsibility that you carry to like the victims of these people and the families of them. And
There
you know,
it is,
it was a lot.
It was a lot. However, we have tossed around the idea of doing the occasional ludicrous lawbreakers,
because those were awesome.
Those were awesome.
You know, just the other day, as a matter of fact, I saw a TikTok video and I was like, I need to look up this news story because I need to add this to the list in case we ever do.
I think we should, and we just add. We could even do something like this where we jump on and it's just two friends talk about we'll call it Two Friends in True Crime. Two Friends, True Friends, True Crime.
True Friends, True Crime.
Oh my God! Nobody steal that because I don't feel like editing this
Solved
out.
Solved it.
I would drop my microphone; would be super loud, so I'm gonna set down this pen. That's what that means.
This is the microphone from my headset because this is my game headset.
Love it. Boom, problem solved. That's going to be a thing. Because also with all that laughing that we do with it, that's such an amazing therapeutic thing.
Yeah.
Especially from like you running around and being scared and alone all the time. And I'm just like being extra large with the paranormal all the time. Like it's nice to just laugh at other people doing stupid crimes.
Because that's literally what it was. It was like the most ridiculous. Like, all right, I'm gonna give you a little teaser because I don't know if I'll ever find this one. But the video that I saw on TikTok was that this dude, the newscaster, it was the clip of the newscaster trying to read this on the news and couldn't because she was laughing too hard. Because there was a guy that got arrested. I forget for what. I think he was like maybe drunk and disorderly or something. And then they charged him with an assault of an officer because he farted on the officer.
You know, that will happen. But what would make your brain go to that?
I'm crying. See, already, like
I'm being all serious about it. And maybe he really had to go to the bathroom.
But you do that we talked about this. All the bathroom things happen in the bathroom, you know?
Yeah, with your police pants. Penis pee pants.
Yeah.
Peen pants. Peen.
Oh my God. Those good times.
See, I do too. Like I said, that was very therapeutic and it got us away from like the stuff that we usually do and stuff.
Yeah.
We love what we normally do. However, it's nice to just laugh.
It was just a little break. Yeah.
Yeah. We are like the bestest friends ever.
I love us. So speaking of things that you normally do, can I tell you what my new normal to do thing is?
Oh, I already know. Tell the listeners and the viewers because it's down there on the screen.
So I got in my head that I wanted to become a gamer, mostly because I saw this game that is like real life ghost hunting. It's like the closest to real life that I've ever been able to see before, called Phasmophobia. and you have the actual tools that I have in my backpack currently, and you go to these houses and you walk through and you collect the evidence like you're using, and the tools work the same way like they do in real life.
Right.
The only exception is that eventually the ghost will try to kill you, but or can kill you, and that doesn't happen in real life. But it's so much fun, and I thought if I started streaming that, if I started playing that and streaming it, then it would be something that, fans of the show who are looking for some content, could come on and either watch or join and play with me if they wanted to. And I know I bullied you into getting the game.
You did. I ended up getting a whole new computer over it.
We haven't even played it yet. We should do that next. But anyway, so I did that, and then I started streaming it, and I made some really great friends online doing that, and then we started playing another game that's like a ghost hunting game. And then the other day, this is my newest obsession, and when I mean obsessed, I mean obsessed. Like I found this game. It's so scary. I literally, my heart, I have chest pains after I play it or while I play it because my heart hurts. It's called The Mortuary Assistant. And the premise of the game is that you are trying to get a job at a mortuary. And the director calls you in to work the night shift. He has an emergency. So you have to go in, and all this stuff starts happening. And then, he talks to you on the phone, and he tells you that there's you have to fight demons. There's something evil around. And it's not what I love about it is that it's when you read about actual demonic possession, and you hear about demonic possession, there's the 3 stages that you go through, where there's little things at first that you see out of the corner of your eye, or you hear noise or whatever it is, and it's infestation, and then oppression when it starts to get worse, and then possession eventually. In this game, not that I've ever experienced demonic possession, knock on wood, and don't ever want to deal with it, but it does that. I don't understand how. And every time you play it, it's different. So there's, and it gets worse as you go, and you have to figure out what demon it is. And while you're doing that, you're embalming bodies. So actually
embalming bodies. I just want everybody to know that embalming bodies while you're doing this.
Okay. It's my favorite. It's my favorite thing. So not only embalming the bodies, but then dealing with things. When I tell you, I can't count how many times that I'm playing it that I scream out loud with actual fear, because
I've seen it.
Yeah, I have clips. But so I've taken to streaming that now pretty regularly. I'm gonna be streaming it tonight, so if you're up, watch it. Join me. And then I move on usually to playing Phasmophobia and stuff. But I've been having so much fun. It's
oh, absolutely.
It's such a different experience from anything that I do or have done in my life, where I just get to veg out, and it's not like watching TV. It's different. It's not passive. It's active. I'm doing not active because I'm not running around anywhere, but you're playing, it's interactive. I'm playing it.
Yes.
But it's just fun, and that's all that is for, is pure enjoyment. So if anyone would like to come join my stream, you can come follow me on Twitch. The link is down at the bottom there.
I can see your eyes watching it.
I know, I was looking. Twitch.tv/thefeems, and come hang out. And oh, my hand is going the wrong way. Hold on, I'll get it this time. There.
What is that? Is that a clavicle?
It's a rib.
It's a rib.
Yeah.
I don't know why clavicle came to my brain, but it did.
Because I also have a clavicle.
I mean, why wouldn't you? You're going to have your own full-on human remains skeleton, and I'm going to love it.
That's the goal. Did I show you this? I don't know if I ever showed you this.
What is that?
Why don't you take a guess?
I don't have one. What is that?
It's a brain. It's pieces of a brain.
Why wouldn't it be? Where's the rest of it?
I don't know. That's too expensive.
Why are you wearing that around your necklace or around your neck as a pendant?
Because if I ever broke it, first of all, I'd vomit, and then secondly, I would be sad that I lost my brain.
I am now.
It's it's like a little specimen jar.
It is. So, okay, I'm going to need a list of what you still need for your collection, and I'll see if I can find it at Festival of Oddities for you.
The one thing that I want the most, and it's too expensive, is a skull. But I have to pick that because I have to touch it.
Well, yeah, it's like a crystal ball when you're trying to pick one of those out. You just don't go around buying those bitches. You got to feel it.
What it actually is like, honestly, is like when you go to pick out a crystal and you want to feel it first and get its energy. My theme that I have, there were several to choose from, but this one chose me, and I chose this one, and now it's my favorite. And it's become my entire online identity. So
that's true. It did. It did. The Feems.
Really And one of my favorite things about Phasmophobia is that in Phasmophobia, on every map, you have to try to find a bone. There's like a bone somewhere.
Oh.
So I get very excited about the bone, and sometimes the bone is a theme. And I get very excited.
What?
I know. It's like, it's the best game.
What?
It's like everything I love.
Can I just throw this out there?
Mm-hmm.
Your name came when we were doing the True Crime XL. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Yep, it did.
I
think you picked it.
I did because you were so excited about your femur bone.
I was like the most excited about my femur.
You really were. I loved it. It was great. Mm-hmm. And I love that we can accept each other's weirdness, and that's just how we roll. Listen, now we're like out doing cool shit together.
Rocking it.
We are. This is awesome. So I do keep talking about the Festival of Oddities because that's I gotta throw where I'm gonna be at. I didn't do many events this year as I would like to, personal reasons. However, obviously the Paracon, because I'm going to support my BFF because that's what BFFs do. That's just what they do. Okay, the following weekend, I will be at Festival of Oddities in Charlotte, Michigan, and actually, the gal that puts that on, Scream Queens production, but also she does a true crime podcast based out of Lansing.
Very cool.
She used to have a partner. They are amazing, hilarious, but she does it herself. Now, she actually has a true crime library in downtown Lansing. Yeah. So depending on, I'll try to wing some things if I can get it done because it would be amazing. They are great, but they put on this Festival of Oddities thing, and each year it keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's amazing. Last year, Mama Mary and I went. We were promoting the podcast, obviously, but we were doing readings while we were there too. So again, that's what's happening this year. Is you'll see like the banner that you see behind me. So it's like a real banner. It's not green screen. You'll see that, and then there'll be a sign up sheet where you could get readings from her and I, and then some of the other things, merch and whatnot. Where else was I going with that? 222 Paranormal Podcast will also be there. They are also amazing. That's why I got into paranormal podcasting in the first place, is because of them. Great people. Court, you will actually be able to meet Joe and Jen at Michigan Paracon.
No way.
Yes, my first time meeting them face to face was there, and I fangirled out so hard. But then I left with like this bag. They kept filling this bag with free things, and I got some of like the coolest like ghost stickers, like "Got Ghost" and "I Speak EVP" and stuff like that. Like,
oh my god!
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, I have a T-shirt that says "I just EVP'd my pants."
I think I seen that.
Yeah, I love that T-shirt.
I'm gonna need one of those.
Maybe I'm gonna wear it.
You should. That's my you should face.
Might wear it.
Should wear it.
I might do it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's like the biggest concern really is like, okay, like I literally messaged the Feems and I was like, okay, so here's the outfits we have to pick from. Like that really matters, but it does matter. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you want to be able to stand out, but in the right way and be where people are like, oh yeah, I did meet her. She was wearing blah, 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 blah. Or you got the Scared and Alone merch on, whatnot. That's why I wish it was cooler outside because I'd totally be wearing my Scared and Alone beanie because I love my beanies.
Yeah, I'm wearing it now. I'll be wearing it there. And if you want to wear it, you can get it at mysterycontrol.com, or there is a link on the Scared and Alone website. which is down there. Oh, this way. Scaredandalone.com. And you can
Because
order
here's the
yours.
thing, you should do that. Hurry up or order it, excuse me. Then you can get it autographed. Just saying, she needs to do at least one autograph. And then
that's too scary.
That's not scary. Because first of all, on Saturday, I plan on wearing like my straight up Scared and Alone stuff. And I, being her BFF, I don't even have anything autographed yet. So I'm going to make her sign it at the Paracon so it can go down the line. We're going to start this thing. It's going to be a thing. And it's going to be great because she deserves it because of the hard work that she does. She's, it's not only like there's a whole team behind the Scared and Alone thing. It isn't just pressing live and you go live. There's actual like producers that produce that do all that. These people that are behind the scenes that you don't even get to see that are bringing up the stuff so like she can just focus strictly on investigating. It's
and not dying and not being attacked by dolls or clowns or bats.
Or because that happens. It does happen from time to time.
Each of those things has actually happened, yes, including the bats.
I'm like, no, it's really great, and she deserves all of this, Courtney. And you are she, and you do.
I think that I don't know how to deal with that, so we're gonna find out.
You're gonna do great. And what's amazing, as we talked about, is like we can be each other's support systems when it's like when we go there, because it is overwhelming. And you're very much an empath like I am, and I do readings and stuff and I open up. That's when you need to learn to turn it off, because everything you're going to be so exhausted at the end of the day. And I don't want that, because we don't get very much like time to actually be together. So we need to work on
I can like that part I'm okay with. Like I'm usually pretty good at shutting it down in crowds and whatever. It's the trying to remain professional at the level of excitement that I'm going to be at. That balance is going to be exhausting. But in the best way.
It really is.
Every day that comes closer, I like lose more and more of my mind. So good thing I have a brain in a jar.
Absolutely. Just put it right in there. Everything about it's going to be great. And if you do get the chance to go up to that, or if you're already going, make sure to find us, because who knows, we may end up